and for the summary of this module นะครับ project management is the process of planning, scheduling, monitoring, and controlling and reporting upon development of information system. Project managers are responsible for project planning, scheduling, monitoring, and reporting. These tasks all take place with a large project development framework. Doesn't matter what size of the project it is, but you need to have this kind of tasks when you run the project. Project management when you just like in project scheduling, project manager develop a specific time for each task based on available resource and whether or not the task is dependent on other predecessor tasks. So that means you have to list and break down all the work properly. Every successful information system must support business requirements, stay within budget, and be available on time. And sound project management involve the same skills as other management as well. So that's why, as I told you, that project management is one of the most important tasks when you run any project. And that's all for our class. We learn this one as the last one for managing system project because all of the information system that we have learned in the whole term here, they are all projects. So that's why we need to just like manage them properly. Later on when we finish this term already, and if you would like to do any project and then you just like would like to know more about the project management tools and what to say knowledge about project management feel free to talk to me I'm available for you even though you just like finish our class already. But I mean like many of students just like come back to talk to me about like how do they gonna manage the project even they just like graduate already. So that's all for my part everyone. So up to this point, do you have any questions? Okay, so if you don't have any questions let's have the presentation from your side So as I just like told you this sorry on the chat room in the line group you can see that this one is the schedule so we begin with Natnisha's team.
I have a question.
Yes,
I just wanted to ask from which module is it coming up for finals?
For final it's just like from the module after midterm let me just show you in here.
Is that module 7?
Let me just have a look. Yeah, start from module. Hang on. No. Module 6 start from module 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
And also are there any papers for us to practice?
Papers? What do you mean by papers?
Like the old term final paper.
Yeah, I'll upload on Canvas for you.
Okay, thank you.
For anyone who asked me for the drawing, Daniel, unfortunately I just like delete it already. Please have a look on the video I will just like upload a video for you. Right. All right let's begin with final. No DFD no DFD for final. DFD is in module 4. Natnisha's team please start your presentation So while you are presenting everyone could you please turn on your camera for the whole team for presentation. Yeah, each team normally we can spend around like 15 up to 20 minutes for the presentation. Yeah, okay you may start now Nanisha's team.
Can you hear me?
Yes, very clearly ครับ
Okay.
Who is speaking? Is that Nichanan, right?
Yeah.
Please turn on your camera ครับ Nichanan. I think I always see the Christmas tree from you all the time นะครับ
Okay.
โอเค Wow, I can see you already, Nichanan. So glad. Okay ครับ you can start now ครับ
Okay. Online shopping system is famous among people day by day, which allows both buyer and seller to purchase their products by using an online platform known as electronic commerce. Nowadays, the online shopping system has changed the way to obtain the products dramatically. Numerous people can access the internet directly and compare or think carefully before making decisions on buying products from an online platform. We investigate the online shopping platform called Shopee, which is one of the interesting examples of an online shopping system that is known by a huge group of people. The scope of this preliminary investigation is to define both the current and future needs of the system. We had looked through each part and overall performance of the application and website for Shopee online shopping system. Upon completion of preliminary investigation, we will be summarizing the preliminary investigation in this presentation.
B2C is known as a business to customers or online websites. These business transactions have been started to use among e-shopping that customers can purchase the product directly. Shopee is the online shopping system that we use for investigation, and this system encourages people to purchase their products by only tapping on the button on the screen. Even though there are so many websites that can that have a similar function as Shopee, the other shopping platforms still can't reach the popularity of the brand because Shopee focuses more on the mass of shopping online and offers an alternative choice to save money from shipping fee. Overall, we will begin with listing all the advantages and the disadvantages from using this platform, and also advise more suggestion to improve the system.
For the business needs for the system, the first fundamental need is the structure of the current system. The second point that is also important is to know about the system workflow and data flow. This is for us to know how the system is doing and how the network is linked. Next is about product requirements. To clarify, the requirements are the conditions that will determine the standard of the system. We also need to know the cost of creating system. We need to make sure that our budget will cover the cost of the system.
Next is about the advantage of the system. The first advantage is that the application is a platform that everyone who can access the internet can access. It is provided for every range of ages of users since there are many types of products provided. The system of the application is easy to understand, so the customers can use it efficiently. The platform enables customers to substitute going to a shopping mall by themselves since there are various types of products from different brands and stores. Moreover, in a real situation, if the customer wants to switch to look at other products, they may have to walk to other sector of shopping mall. However, using this application allows the user to switch washing products by just a few clicks, which can help to save their time and energy. The second advantage from using this platform is that Shopee can get a discount voucher from the website so many times. Shopee offers so many coupons to customers on some occasions such as special holiday or midnight sale that the buyers can save money from the coupon. As we know that Shopee usually promote a free shipping deal for the customer 1 to 2 times per month. So this still attract many users to use the application intensively. Additionally, if the shop owner is interested in selling on Shopee, open the shop on the platform is an interesting way to start a business. Shopee provides the policy of zero investment, which the sellers can start with zero budget, and there is no charge from using the platform. This policy can boost more chances to improve the business with the lower budget, and there is no risk to invest.
For the constraints of the system, there might be some error for some incorrect or invalid inputs when the customers fill in some registration data to the system. For the time constraint, the project may not be completed within the allocated time. However, the project must be estimated to be completed within some working days. Another constraint is for the cost. The project may not be completed within the allocated budget constraint. Also, the project may not fully cover the scope that has been identified. There is one problem while purchasing the product on Shopee where the customers access the invalid method of payment. The system still has an error of changing the way of payment where the customers cannot change any data or information for the address and type of payment after they purchase the product. To resolve this issue, the customers need to contact the online store owner to change the way of making payment directly. This process looked complicated and handful for a customer. Besides, it made customers feel frustrated and unsatisfied while they were using it.
For suggestion of a development plan to improve the constraint in the system, we might want to suggest Shopee to specify the error notation for the customer to be able to know what they have done incorrectly, where and how they can avoid filling those input incorrectly. In addition, we must provide familiar terms in the instruction for each input that user must fill in. For example, for the registration, if you want user to fill in their zip code, we have to use the word zip code to specify the information type. To improve the time constraint, we need to create a range of working time per day and make sure that the project would be able to finish before the deadline. For the cost, the project cost must be estimated where it covers the project development costs and procurements of material needed for the project. For improving the scope constraint, we need to consider the present versus future, the internal versus external, and the mandatory versus desirable of the online shopping system. To mitigate the purchasing constraint, instead of allowing the customer to cancel the product and order the product again, we might have an option for a customer to be able to edit only some part of the information that they made a mistake. However, we must assign the restrict time for the customer to be able to edit or add their information.
Before we start with the context diagram, we wanted to inform Ajahn that we have edited some of the information for both context diagram and diagram 0 after we have submitted the group assignment 2 and 3. So for the context diagram, we have 4 entities which include customer, seller, Shopee officer, and messenger. The first entity that I will talk about is the seller. The data that are sent from seller to the Shopee website, including product list and information, list of products to be shipped, and confirmation of receiving product. And the information that is sent from the Shopee website to the seller will include product list and address and money from Shopee. For the customer, they will receive confirmation detail and payment method, tracking details and receiving information and the information of each product from the Shopee website. And then the website will receive some data from the customer, which are confirmed product list and address, confirmed notification, payment slip, and selected product with promotion. For the messenger, the Shopee website will send the list of shipped product to the messenger, and the messenger will send back the delivery notification. Lastly, this will be the data that are sent between Shopee officer and Shopee website. The Shopee officer will transfer the collected money to the website and will receive the transferred money and confirmed notification from customer.
Moving on to the diagram 0, I would like to begin with the seller entity. The seller will need to send the product list and information to the process that will collect the product list and information. And it will send the collected product list to the Shopee webpage data store. The Shopee webpage data store will send the list of products to the process of sending data and information of each product that will send information of each product to the customer. Customer will then send the selected product with promotion to the process of submitting list of selected products, and it will send the list of product that has selected to the data store name card. It will then send the overall list of products selected by the customer to the process of calculating and concluding the total price. This process will send all the purchase detail and prices to the payment process. Customer will also need to send the confirmed product list and address to the process of collecting list of order for shopping and addresses, which will send the product list and addresses to the seller. Meanwhile, customer will also send the payment slip to the payment process after they transfer the money, and the payment process will transfer the money to the Shopee officer. Seller will then send the list of products to be shipped to the process of collecting list of shipped products to the messenger. After that, the messenger will need to send the delivery notification to the process of updating delivery notification. It will send the tracking details to the customer. Seller will also send the confirmation of receiving products to the process called sending received confirmation, and it will send the receiving confirmation to the customer. After the customer receive their products, they need to send the confirmed notification to the process of submitting confirmed notification, which will send the confirmed notification from customer to the Shopee officer that will complete the process by sending the collected money to the transferring money process, and it will transfer money from Shopee to the seller.
Lastly, this is the example of the website that we created. We have surveyed the shopping website from our choice. We took about 40 minutes to make this prototype to show how online shopping works and interact between the user and sellers. This prototype visualized all the process of how the website will be running. From the first step, the website will show the login and sign up page for the user to interact, and then the website will be bring them to the page that contain the product. The product page will visualize all the product that gathered from the sellers, which depends on the user desirable to search or choose. After finishing the process, the user had to select the details of each product, such as color, size, or quantity. Moreover, some users might have a coupon or deal that can get a promotion or discount. So this is an alternative way to approach the special price or get beneficial promotion from the website. Lastly, making a confirmation is the last step to reach the product. The user will have to fill in the address and the information that the seller can deliver the product. The shipping fee is depending on the area where the user is located. So getting the discount or joining the campaign on the website is the effective way to get the discount for the shipping fee. The method of making a payment depends on the user to choose which kind of payment will be more convenient or easy to access. For example, cash on delivery, credit card, mobile banking, or etc. For the last step, after making a confirmation for the order, the website will illustrate the delivery process and the number of tracking status to inform the user when the product will be delivered. It will show all details of the product status and where it was located. Thank you.
Okay, thank you นะครับ for the consultant of Shopee's team นะครับ Now let's move on to the next team ครับ Next team is Thomas team ครับ
Okay.
There's a play button on the top right, dude.
Okay. So we did the car website, motors.co.th. This is a place where you can buy, sell, rent cars. There's some car news on here, and this is a website specific to Thailand. So why this company? Well, I bought a car a couple months back, and my experience in buying a car online was not very good. It was really hard for me to find a car, and this one website I attempted to use in particular, and I thought, well, this experience wasn't so great, and so maybe they could use some improvement to make buying a car online much easier here in Thailand. So what I and my group did, we created accounts and observed their current functionality of the website. We looked at several different types of cars and tried different combinations with their search algorithm to see how it performed, identified what current strengths and weaknesses the website has just based on us as users. And then we also looked at some other online websites to see what are other companies doing better that maybe we could mimic or try to copy the good parts of their website and implement it into this one. So Motors, I'll just call it Motors, is a secondhand car motorcycle renting website. You can go on there, scroll through different cars, and the UI is shown by the pictures here. You can click on the car and it would show you a bunch of stats. Their contact details of the person will be listed on the website, and you can also search by location based on where you are in Thailand. And then assuming you're interested, you can talk to the person on the website and agree to meet up somewhere and do your exchange. So our findings, well, there's a lot of duplicate listings for the same vehicle. So I'm not sure if this is because their website is using some kind of old database software that doesn't check for duplicates, or this is just an error, but it happened more than one time. Inaccurate price checking, we found that constantly we would put in a price range and cars would appear. So for example, here we tried to search for anything up to 500,000 baht, and it would still show us listings above our price range. It seems that there's no proper type of vetting system on their website. So like, for example, here's a red plate BMW that is 5 years old. So pretty sure a 5-year-old car should not still have a red plate. And then big ads popping up for car rentals in New Zealand, which isn't really close to here. So their current advantages, it has a decent looking and easy to understand user interface, and it also is bilingual. So there's a Thai and English interface. So both Thai and foreigners can use it. You can filter through brands, cost, location, model year, types for both cars and motorcycles, although as we said, it's not 100% accurate. You can advertise any car or bike on there. Anyone can just create an account and list your bike. It's pretty easy to set up and list your vehicle. You can go further, and there's also insurance integration. So it can quote you for different insurance companies. So like down here in the bottom right, there's an example of when you're buying a car, you can also choose to bundle insurance. You can review the insurance plan and the car salesman. So each store, some dealerships are on this page and some people are on this page, but you can review the person and find out if they're credible or not. And then, yeah, it's really easy to make an account. We all made accounts in less than 5 minutes. So current disadvantages is doesn't really provide a way to safely make transactions between user and sellers. There's no currently there's no medium to contact the seller from the user side. It's just kind of up to them to contact each other through Line, Facebook, or other methods. And a user might not want to share their own social media accounts. It used to contain a built-in chat function to message each other through their web portal, but it seems that it was disabled recently. We aren't too sure what happened to it, but it doesn't seem to be on the website anymore. So the user is required to see the car's seller and inspect the car person, probably in a nearby location of the car seller, putting on like an extra layer to buying the car. And the location might not always be easily accessible. And then other disadvantages, the website does seem to be kind of broken. And as we can see here, this is when Thomas was on the website and it would just constantly show this error message. So yeah. Okay.
Okay, so like Justin mentioned, we're gonna look at other car websites and like compare them with Motors Co. And that's how we kind of move forward with suggestions and development plans. So I'm just gonna list out suggestions. So the search system and website needs to be updated to be competitive with other search engines out there. There's a lack of functionality and the UI is kind of clunky. It's kind of frustrating. Their search features are inaccurate, like Justin showed. Showing the wrong price and giving the wrong results. It's crucial to business success, actually. And monetization could be better done by putting ads on the sides instead of just doing pop-ups, because no one really likes pop-ups. And a decent landing page should be nice, should look really good. Okay, so development plan. So we should develop a better landing page to assist users in finding their desired car. This update will require almost no change to the current system, just rather employ current functions into the landing page and complement the searching bar, make it better. Optimize the search database so it gives us accurate results, and optimize ad placement so it's on the side, not like pop-ups, make it friendly, get rid of the white space, put in ads there, and then reintroduce a built-in chat function so that the user and the car seller can talk to each other safely through the platform instead of sharing their social media. I think it'll be better for both the car seller and the user. Yeah. Okay, so looking at the current DFD, I'm gonna walk through it slowly. Okay, so we have the customer, they would go to the website, they wanna view a car's details, so they pick on a car. The website would then go into the car database and then query that car detail, bring back the car details, and then show it to the customer. Now, the next part, even though John, I know this is illegal, but this is what they ask us to do. They ask for the customer and the car owner to contact each other directly. So there's no interface between the website. So that's why you see the external conversing with the external back and forth, talk about buying a car and agreement. And then it's up to the car owner to then receive money from the customer and delete it from the car database using the website. So we kind of want to get rid of that. So if we go to the next slide, yeah. If we go to the next slide, there is now a chatting interface, which we plan to implement such that the customer and the car owner can then talk to each other. And then once we go through agreement, they could then go to the delete car from database function and then delete from the car database, which is basically just a way to do it safely throughout the website instead of having to go through all these external chatting implementations and such. So yeah, that was our proposed system. Yeah. So conclusion. The current system does not need to change much from what we have now. A new system is not necessary. Rather, the current system just needs optimization to improve better user experience. Chat functionality needs to be reintroduced. The infrastructure was there, so implementing a better chat system should not be that difficult. A team needs to meet with the ad department, determine a better method of monetization, and the current model is not user-friendly and intrusive to browsing experience. And pass it on to Q.
So here's our screen design or the user interface for the website that we have somewhat implement and fix. So here's for both customer and seller, we will have like a login page with the sign in with Facebook for newer customer to register easier. And here's the sign up page without signing up with the Facebook. So when the customer come into the site, we make our UI more easier to I would say user friendlier, so that when the customer come in, they can just choose the category of the cars. And when they, for example, press the motorcycle category, they will see each type of or each listing of the motorcycle available on the site right now. And you can also filter through it also. And when you click inside a specific products, you'll see that we have upgrade the user interface to make the thing more somewhat easier for user to look at, so that and then we have add the user profile as well with the chat box and contact detail, and the stars will indicate that how well the seller is doing, and just overall rating of the seller in general, and the mapping to show. Yeah. So when you click into the chat box that we have implemented, customer will be allowed to chat with the seller through the site without, contacting from like Facebook or whatever. You can just contact internally, which is way better and easier. And for the seller, right, to add the product or add the listing to the site, seller will need to add car image and put in all the car necessary information and the plates number. And next, so that the most important part is that we have made a policy to check that the car is really legit, and we're not having scammer in our site. So we will have a policy to check the image that it's really legit or not, so that we don't have duplicates also. Yeah, and that's all. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you นะครับ for the second team นะครับ Now let's move on to the third team. The third team goes to Nachapon's team ครับ
Hello. Okay, so today our group will be presenting on the online movie ticketing system. So our inspiration is that there is no better time for us to analyze and improve upon the cinema's enterprise computing system than during the time of the pandemic, where most of the cinemas are forced to close. Next slide, please. So for the system description, the system that we are analyzing is an enterprise computing system used in B2C electronic commerce online website applications. On the major Cineplex websites, users are not required to sign up before buying the ticket. The required information to reserve the seat is the only user's email address and the phone number. Thus, it is easier for the non-members to buy the tickets. However, for those who sign up for the membership, they will get a special discount as well as other additional benefits. And here are the four main functions of the websites. So we can search or look up for the movie according to their category, get detailed information and trailer of the movie, reserve the seats, and purchase the online ticket. For the business needs, to increase the efficiency and customer service through a development of user-friendly web-based movie ticket selling system, which will allow for maintenance of a centralized database of the manager of each major Cineplex. Have a user-friendly UI which allow customers to see the available movie and what movie is coming soon. And we can also select the available movie, pick the major Cineplex cinema that they want to watch the movie at, and also select and book the available seats and make a payment or cancel the payment. Also, we need a user-friendly UI for staff to see available movie and create appropriate movie schedule and deliver most recent movie information to all managers and offices of major Cineplex with the internet. Here are the advantages and disadvantages of the system for the business needs. So for the advantages, it's allow ease of calculating revenue stream, prevent human error when inputting the data through data validation like invalid email or phone number. For verification of movie tickets via QR codes or SMS, this ensures that it corrects the ticket and payment. Also, it reduces the cost of hiring sales staffs as lesser number of staffs would be needed. There won't be any queue, so it should save time and improve upon the customer experience. It also removes the bottlenecks in phone booking system like call centers. And it allows better marketing strategy. For instance, like ads can be shown on the websites once the user enter the website. There will be a better communication channel because banner could be put on the website as well. and they can also gain on user information. It also allows the use of business intelligence to analyze users' needs and provide better movie suggestions. For the constraints, if the user is not using the mobile app, it is difficult for user to access the history of the bought ticket movies, which cause problems such as losing the tickets. Information on the website can be overwhelming, and the website is quite confusing to navigate, especially when selecting the cinema branch. The website could be unstable and sometimes kicks out the users out of the mid-booking process. And there could be too many pop-up ads on both the websites and mobile applications. The system may have high maintenance costs to maintain the traffic on the web applications. Next slide, please. So our suggestions to improve for the improvements includes so once the customer buy the ticket, the website should send the user a copy of the ticket so that they have the ticket locally stored to prevent losing the ticket. That should change the UI since it is quite confusing for user to navigate, and reduce the number of pop-up ads or just get rid of them since most of them are annoying to customers. And we should improve the traffic flow of the websites to prevent long loading time and system timeout because this kicks the user out of during the booking process.
Okay, I will talk about data flow diagram level 0. First, we start with staff. The staff will input transaction detail, cinema and movie detail, and movie name. This entity will receive customer account info, confirmability, booking transaction, and payment confirmation. Another entity is the bank. Bank will receive deposit slip and payment, and input paid confirmation of paid transaction back to the system. And lastly, the customer. Customer can input customer information, choose movie and money. The customer will receive movie detail, booking detail, and online ticket. This is it for level 0 diagram. Next, please. Now I will talk about level 1 diagram. Next. Okay, level 1 diagram, let's start here at staff. Staff will input movie names through the process 1 manage movie info. This process will input movie info into movie database. From movie database, process 2 show available movies will take movie list and show movie details to the customer. Now, customer can choose the movie from this movie details and input into process 3, manage booking detail. This process will send booking data to booking database, and booking database will pass on booking information to manage transaction. Now let's stop at process 4 for now and look at process 5. Process 5 to process 6. Okay. For this is for customer who a member of the cinema, so they can input information, customer information, which process 5 will validate the information and send that information to customer database. From customer database, process 6, manage customer detail will send customer account information back to the staff. Now after customer chose movie and the detail has sent to staff, plus already logged in, it will pass on to process 7. Wait, I forgot process 7, never mind. From process 4, staff can confirm the transaction detail and send to process 4. From process 4, this will manage transaction and keep, first it send transaction information to transaction database here. and also send transaction information to create deposit slip, which will be sent to the bank. At this point, customer should already pay the money and into manage payment process. This will send both payment and deposit slip to the bank. Then the bank will send out paid transaction through process 10 confirm payment. This process will send out payment confirmation to the staff, and then the staff will send cinema and movie detail through process 11 generate ticket. This process will generate online ticket and send back to the customer.
Okay, here is the prototype of the UI's our UI's website. Technically, we recreate the UIs of the majors because we feel like it's too complicated, and we're gonna make it more simple. Our first homepage, our website does not require users to log in, but if the users register to the website, it's gonna be more benefits to them. Here's the homepage. For the homepage, the banners up there is going to be only homepage, the promotion page, my ticket page that can be accessed through the members only, the news, sign up, and the login. And in this homepage, you can search the movies, which can be categorized into two categories, which is now showing movies and the coming soon movies. After users decide which movies they want to watch, just click on the poster, and you're gonna lead the users to the movie information page. It's gonna show the movies poster, the trailers, and the informations of the movies contains the names, the genre, the durations of the movies. And here's the in this page, it's gonna show the cinemas that these movies has been shown in that cinemas. Which now it's gonna be MUIC, some things, Equa Square, Visual Parks, and it is cinemas. In this case, if users want to go for MUIC cinemas, it's gonna show the show time, which right now is selected date at 12th of Monday, July, and the users can choose any of date in 1 week, and it's gonna show the theater in that cinemas that these movies has been showing. After the users select the theater, the subtitles, the sounds of the movies, and the show times, they just choose the show times. In this case, we go for 12 o'clock. Gonna go for the seats panels in that theater. The seat panels is gonna show in two different kind of things. The sofa's icon shows that that seat is still available, and the gray with heart icons means that the seat is not available in that theater. Users can select multiple seats as they want. When they select the seat information will be shown on the right. In this case, we choose only one seat. And it's gonna show as a AA8 seat, total price of 350 bahts. After that, if the seat that's all for the users, go for the buy ticket button, and you're gonna show the payment page. Which gonna shows the quantity of the seats that users has bought. So the kinds of the seat, the Emperor seat, we had the highest price, summary transaction, and the order confirmations, which requires users to fill in their emails and mobile phones. This case is for the websites to send the ticket confirmation to their emails. And as you can see, there's going to be M-Card discount, which is the membership of the major website, which is all allowed for member only. After that, the payment method, when you just click on them, gonna lead you to the payment information page. In this page, you have to just fill in your credit and debit card, your card holder name, card number, and expiration date, and the CVV. After that, when you finish all of the information, confirm and place your order, and everything will be complete back to the bank account the confirmation tickets will be shown. The pin code, the QR code, and the information of the cinemas and the movies will be shown. For the pin code and the QR code can be used in front of the cinemas. It's for exchange this e-ticket to the ticket that have to be get to watch the movie at the cinemas. We mentioned about the website that can be logged in and sign up. If the users want to sign up and register to our website, just click on the sign up banner up there. Gonna show the registration page. Allow the users to fill their name, emails, date of birth, password for the website. And the optional things that the users can go for either monthly fee membership card, which is the M card that have two plans, which is student plan and premium plan. And the difference because the discount of the movies tickets is different. And the users can their payment method that is used for buying the tickets, and that's gonna make users filling the payment method more easier. After you finish all of these informations, just go for the register. Gonna bring you to the login page. Just fill in your username and the password. After that, just log in, and it's gonna show the home page with a news UI. That's gonna have the welcome and then your name and your avatar pictures. And what is difference between the users who sign up with us and who's not? It's gonna be on the payment page, which this gonna shows users' emails and mobile phones automatically. It will be autofilled because the users just fill in the information with us, and we keep the data with us. And of course, this email and mobile phone can be changed because users can be used another emails or mobile phones. And the users allowed to use MCAT discount if they go for the membership of us. If they have the M card discount, the website will be automatically put in the M card numbers and gonna discount to the transaction of your transaction. In this case, the M cards go for 50 baht, and the summary transactions is 300 instead of 350. And for the payment method in this case, if the users fill in the payment informations, it's gonna be like this. It'll be autofill. In this, users use credit card, Visa card, and the card holder, card number, and expiration date will be autofill already. Except for the CVV, because it's the security of the credit card and debit card, you have to fill it in by yourself. And of course, all of these information can be changed. After that, click the confirm and place your order, and it's gonna show the confirmation of the ticket again. Two more things is the My Tickets banner. For the majors, they do not have these functions to access to the history of the users. Even the users access have the membership in the website, but we now allow the users to access the history of buying tickets. In this case, as you can see, is that okay? These users has bought two tickets with us. To be Black Panther and Avengers Infinity Wars. And if you click on the movies banners like that, it's gonna show the tickets of that movies. So you can access every history movies you just bought with us. And the last things is the user's information. It's gonna show your name, date of birth, username, email, mobile phone, and a payment, which all of these can be changed if you want. And after users finish using our website, they can just log out and everything is go on fine. And here is our movies reservation UI that we create from pages.
Okay, is that all for Natapon's team, right?
Yes.
Right. So what should we do? Let me think. So actually I think we are running out of time. Warwick's team, would you like to present today or Wednesday as a first team,ครับ?
I would like to present today,ครับ.
Okay, then just like hurry up,ครับ. Just like
Oh, okay,
start
ครับ.
now. Yeah.
Okay, can you see the screen?
Hello,
Yes.
Okay.
can you hear me? Okay. Good afternoon. What our group did was about the online booking airplane ticket and hotel system for Thailand Air Company. In next slide, please. In our earliest assignment, we did a preliminary investigation report on the company regarding the business needs, advantages, constraints, and development plan of the online ticket purchase system. Firstly, the business needs for the system is to allow customers to purchase tickets, select their seats, and book hotels and rooms online. Overall, the main purpose of this system is to create connection between hotel booking companies and provide customers with essential features that allow them to select various options for the flight. Next slide, please. For the advantages of the system for the business needs is that the company can have various connections with other hotel booking companies like Agoda, and this likely will let the business be able to provide more discount or promotion for the customers. In addition, there are many services that are useful and it can help customer manage their journey. For example, customer can pre-book extra weight package, check-in package, or pre-order various meals and select their seat options, as well as buying travel insurance. Besides, there are many payment methods and banking services available to the users. Lastly, there are pricing summary shown on every pages during the purchasing process, including hotel flight booking together. So the user don't need to go on a separate tabs to check the booking summary. Next slide, please. However, the constraint of this system is that the interface and the system have an inappropriate design. For example, the sign up or the registration menu is at the bottom of the web page. Additionally, to check the flight status, users need to go in several web pages. For example, after clicking on the web check-in, the user will need to find and navigate the panel again on the new tab and wait for the loading screen to disappear. And this can delay the customer when they want to check their flight status and check in on the hotel. Nevertheless, the user will need to log in to manage their booking. In this step, the login and registration system might be unnecessary as the ticket is already registered in the database of the system. So to request the change, user can enter their ticket ID on the homepage that's sent to their email and request for the changes later instead. For example, when the user receives the ticket confirmation in their email, they can use that ticket ID to manage their own booking instead of logging in or signing up to the system. Because the system has already remembered the user data that has been registered by the customer, so it can be easily managed via the flight status page or the home page. Furthermore, every time the customer moves to the new pages during the purchasing process, there will be a loading screen which can cause delay on the customer side. Consequently, there are many constraints that can leave bad impression to the customer and it can affect the business needs negatively. Next slide, please. Eventually, the company will need to create a new development plan for reducing and fixing these issues like long loading screen time and other unnecessary loading screen and fixing bugs and fixing other bugs. Therefore, there are many development plans that the company needs to follow for further improvement. For example, making sure that the system supports Thai and other languages on the search bar search bar or inputs, ensuring that the icons are loading correctly, and lastly, showing only the flights that are available during the processing process, so that the user don't need to search and select the date to see when the flight is available manually. Finally, this online ticket purchase system will impact the business significantly, and this online ticket purchase system can be improved with better information system and UI design.
Okay, for the context diagram, first the customer will send the trip schedule to the system. Then the system will check that there's an airport flight and a hotel that's matched with a schedule or not. Next, the system will send the seating chart to the airline company and send the reservation to the hotel. And then the system will send the statement to the bank. After the bank receives the statement, it will send the invoice through the system to the user. And when the user finish the payment, the user will send the transmission to the system, and the system will send it to the bank, and then the bank will confirm to the airline company to release the ticket to the customer. And for the DFD diagram, I would like to separate this one into 3 groups. The first group is about preparing process, contain 3 entities, which is the province, the hotels, and the airline company. Second is the booking process, which contains customer, airline company, and the hotel. And the last one is the payment process, contains customer, airline company, and the bank. Okay, so back to the preparing the information. First, the entity name province will provide the name of the province that have the airport in it to the process name nation to show the list of selectable destination or the airport to the customer. For the hotel will send the hotel names to the customer and also send the room list to checking the available room. And the available rooms will report to the airline company. And for the airline company, available room flight to the customer. When the customer receive the destination, the available hotel rooms and the flight, now we can move to another process. This is a booking process. For the booking process, customer will send their destination to the process name receiving covering plans to create a trip. And then we'll send this trip to the process name booking seat and class. After the customer select the seat, it will go to the process update to flight to update the document flight and seat. After the database have updated, it will report to the airline company for the available seat in the flight. And for the hotel, the customer you have to book through this process named the room reservation. After the customer book this, the room reservation is send the information of reserved room to the airline company also. And on the other way, the airline company will send the message to the hotel that this room have been booked by this customer. So the hotel have to update the database again to show that this hotel have available room or not. After the airline company receive that this customer have booking the seat or a room, the airline company will send the list of customer orders to draft the invoice and send to the bank. After the bank got the invoice, they will confirm the invoice and notify the customer. And when the customer get the notify, the customer will transfer the money to the banks. And when the bank receive the money, it will send to the airline company to say that the payment had complete. Then the airline company will release the ticket and room information to the customer.
For part 3, it's about our interface. We have kept what the Thailand Air website has done so well and modified what should be improved. At the main screen, there are login and sign-in promotion, flight booking, and flight and hotel booking. Next slide. At the Thailand Air website, the sign-in button is not at the main page, and the sign-up button is at the bottom of the page. So we create and move the sign-in and sign-up button to the right top corner to make the user easy to find. Let's move to the sign-up and sign-in screen. At the Thai Lion Air website, the sign-up screen is not really easy to use because the user have to fill in their information a lot. Therefore, we make the login and sign-up connecting with the Facebook, Google, and Line, which provide user comfortable to use. Besides, the users can sign in and sign up with the username and password if they want to. For the booking screen, the user can choose any date for departure and return on the main page. However, the flight may not always be available for them, so we added the feature that allows flights available during the period of time of the user selection. This page also shows user the price and promotions of the flight date. After the user select the flight for the first time, the user will fill in their information at once and the website will remember of it. Plus, we move the insurance from below to above to make the user pay more attention. And for the luggage side and seat selection, we think Thai Lion Air website is so we have not modified anything. And if the user want to take the extra weight baggage, he can move to the weight selection screen. The user can select the weight ranges of their bag. As the weight increase, the price increases. For the seat selection, it will show the different class of seat, which are first, business, and economics. They will classify into different colors, and also the seat map will demonstrate the colors and positions of the seats that will make the passenger easy to recognize and make the decisions. Move to the hotel selection screen. The screen is the same as the original. There are many lists of the hotels where you will go. The passenger can filter and the price, rating, tax, facility, and etc. Moreover, some hotels that have the promotion will be shown. For the hotel information screen, the Google map of the selected hotel is moved to above, which is under the hotel name. Plus, it also shows hotel detail, room informations, price, and policy in the form of text and picture. For the payment scheme, there are a lot of payment options for users, whether the user can choose to pay direct debit, e-wallet, or QR payments. At the Thailand Air website, the user need to fill in their personal information more. Therefore, we cut that part off because the user have already filled in everything at the booking screen. And after the user complete the transactions, the user will be moved to the complete booking screen. It shows the message that the booking is done and the ticket is on the user email. And when the user open an email, they will receive the flight booking document, which is the flight ticket of the user with QR code. The QR code will be used to scan like a boarding pass before entering the plane. And if the user book the hotel, they will see the room booking information. Thank you.
Okay, thank you นะครับ so thanks for your presentation. On the next on the coming Wednesday we will talk about like the rest three presentation นะครับ so okay, you did very well in your presentation. Okay, so everyone, that's all for today นะครับ we see each other again on this coming Wednesday นะครับ you have a nice day. Take care and stay safe นะครับ bye bye for now ครับ bye bye everyone, see you on Wednesday นะครับ